Globe sees Philippine data demand tripling as digital services surge, intensifying telco competition and driving urgent investments in capacity and infrastructure. To put this into context, Marlon Cruz of Globe Business is here to discuss this. So, Marlon, how exactly is real time data changing the landscape for banks and insurance companies today?
Real-time data has shifted from a technology upgrade to a business requirement. Before, it was okay to wait, but now it's not. Meaning the game has changed. Filipino customer doesn't think about banking hours or processing time. They think about the send money button on their e-wallet app or the add to cart button on their favorite online shopping app. So if your service is not as fast and as seamless as that, so it feels broken. The new reality for everything is speed. From uh, online selling to insurance approval claims to uh, online payment to customer loyalty. In a world of instant gratification, meaning speed is everything. So how do you keep up? By breaking down the walls of your own department. When security, admin, and customer loyalty is working on the same real data, they work as one team. At the end of the day, it's about being there with your customer instantly. So at Globe Business, we're building that foundation for business that is always on, always ready, and always fast.
But many institutions still rely on batch processing. What is the fundamental difference between that and data streaming?
In a world of data, we have two modes. So the batch processing and data streaming. To understand the fundamental difference, I will use an analogy. Imagine you have an inflatable pool in in the middle of a summer heat wave in Manila. Okay, you have a well, but it's all the way to your neighbor's house. In batch processing, or I call it the bucket mode, you go to your neighbor's house, fill it up, walk away to the pool, pour it in, then repeat. In data terms, you're dealing with big chunk of information. What's the fatal imperfection? Wait time. By the time that the pool is full and delivered, it's already nighttime. So you're always dealing with past tense of data. Okay. In a data streaming, or I call it the garden hose method, you open the faucet, water flows in, meaning information is processed the millisecond that the data is generated. Now, let's go to a more possible use case. Let's take fraud. Okay. Imagine a gadget store wherein they're selling high-end gadgets, mobile phones, PCs in a batch processing where transaction data sits on a local server until the store closes at 9 p.m. If someone uses a stolen credit card and purchases, you will only caught after the store closes at 9 p.m. and you do the audit. Okay, so probably the thief has already unboxed the phone or sold it to a marketplace. So that's batch processing. Now, we move to data streaming. In data streaming, data flows from the POS to the headquarter the moment you swipe that credit card, meaning the bank is flagged of the charge, the card is blocked, okay, the transaction is blocked, while the buyer, okay, is still standing in front of the counter. So the bottom line here is when you talk about batch processing, it's like reading the morning newspaper. When we talk about data streaming, it's like watching a live event. You see what's happening now. So that's the fundamental difference of batch processing and data streaming.
Just for better understanding on that, Marlon, for such a system to work, what kind of data are we actually streaming and analyzing?
Think about the last time you paid for coffee using a scan to pay, probably using your e-wallet app or a mobile banking app. The split second between scanning that QR code and getting a transaction successful, in that instant, we are not just watching the money move. We have the full picture from scanning the QR or swiping the card, fund transfer, or deposit. This is how we give you the immediate confirmation while simultaneously stopping fraud before it even starts. No? At the back end, we act like a digital CCTV. We look at all the possible telemetry, meaning anything for the app that works. Who's logging in, the API requests, the application traces, even the health of the system. So when we collect this information, we connect all these dots. So you would have the end-to-end visibility and close coordination across the entire financial ecosystem. At the end of the day, it's about building trust, confidence that every tap and every swipe that you are making is secure.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, Marlon. Hope you can join us again soon.
And thank you very much for having me.
Once again, that was Marlon Cruz, the Assistant Vice President for Business Solutions Consulting at Globe Business. For more news, visit asianbankingandfinance.net.